Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Are you ready for more long form content where I talk a lot? Well, then you must not be a goon. Click away from the video. We're about to get into weird, creepy, strange, mysterious content. We got a crazy Teddy and me, a lot of ADHD, a lot of long form content. I do talk a lot. Can't you tell by the intro? Make sure you smoke the like button on the way in like a true goon should. All right, guys, we're getting right into it. Let's see what my For You page has in store today.
Everyone on this planet needs to be scared of this image right here, probably more than they realize. Perfect example of how the Matrix traps people in society today is they promise you money, security, retirement, even freedom, and in reality they're actually just taking away your most valuable assets, your energy, time, and life itself, and making you false promises, pumping you into a prison system with other prisoners. And they're taking away, more importantly, your freedom to act by plugging up all your time in someone else's dream and vision. Not to mention they're paying you just enough to survive, which is going to put you in a survival instinct, propelling you to just work more and more, focusing on your most mundane, basic aspects of life, not why you actually came here as a spirit here in this vessel, in this life. Neurologically, the way our brains work is when we're in a specific environment long enough, the neurons in our brain actually change and adapt to that environment, and our brain becomes solid like a brick, and we are 90 to 100% more likely to stay in that environment our entire life until we die and move on to another life. Now, I know you forgot, but I'm here to remind you, money is not what you need, because first, you are not a physical being, you are a spiritual being, an energetic light being, and you came here with a mission, you came here with a gift inside, and the money will come, everything will come when you just focus on developing your character, developing who you are. Everything will fall in place because we are in a real life.
Yo, we're in a real life simulation. We can win the simulation. You just got to manifest. We know the key. We know the key. We are true goons. I love this illustration. It definitely, it definitely makes you think about, hey, what is choices? What is freedom? Do we really have that in the path that we're on? Right? You can see on the left, there really is no real choices the individual's making. You walk in with yourself and you're getting to this nirvana / heaven-ish illustration here with just yourself. On the right, you see all these buildings, corporations. You see the people are, got the guitar. They got all these choices, and they're entering the hellish part on the right. So even though more people, 90% of people going on the right, there are those outliers on the left that are here for a mission, that want to manifest why they're here. Hey, I'm a spiritual light being. I'm going to be here even after my body decomposes. I transcend. I go on to the next life. Hey, I believe in reincarnation. I just keep coming back. Hopefully this is the path that I choose where I get it right and I finally reach nirvana. You don't know. You don't know. I'm a goon. I believe in a Shivalingam.
A lot of you may be waking up to non-native EMF. And what do I mean by that? Whoa, what do we got here? Let's zoom in. What the heck is that? So that's an EMF tower. That's a radio tower for cell phones. What's it right next to? The water tower. The water that actually floods into thousands and thousands of homes that are using for drinking and cleaning and bathing. So why the heck would they put that tower right next to it? What does that even do? Do you guys know that water holds memory? That water is a solvent. It holds frequency. Why would they put a non-native frequency that has been proven to have negative impacts on health at a cellular level right next to a water tower when our human bodies are 99% water molecular level? Thus, what is the agenda behind this? Is there an agenda? These are questions we got to start asking. That's why it's so imperative to zoom out and to start asking the questions, connecting the dots, getting your water source right to come out hydrated. What do you guys think?
Yo, they're putting these towers everywhere, and the disguises are getting more and more. We've seen the cactus one where it was like the Verizon antenna just disguised as a cactus, and now these are the trees. So the placement is quite interesting. We do know water imprints whatever is around it. We're also water beings, so we're probably getting imprinted. We don't even need to be drinking the water. Just the antenna alone, we're getting the bad effects. Everything's out here to kill us. We got to figure out our own health and make sure that you are avoiding these areas if you feel like it's affecting you negatively. If you're not truly affected by it. Ignorance is bliss. I agree with you. Hey, when things go sour, hopefully you know why, and it wasn't the antennas, or maybe you do know why, and it was the antennas. Regardless, I'm gonna manifest your health and hope that you are a healthy goon, and you have great cell phone service, and you're watching me on the big screen, and you have great Wi-Fi as well. Oh boy, oh boy. And the real mystery is like, Teddy, you need to wake up. There's all these impurities in water as well. And I'm like, dude, the radiation's one thing, but like, I got pharmaceuticals, I got this, I got things that people are, flushing down in the toilets of like pets and stuff, all kinds of things. So yeah, least of my worries right now, but let's see. I guess I just got to drink that bottled water. Need that Mountain Valley Spring. Oh boy. All right, let's keep it going.
I find the moon very, very strange. It comes and goes as it pleases. It rises and sets at nighttime, but it's still out in the daytime. Now, I don't see the sun out here at night, but I damn sure do see the moon and this thing next to it, which I don't quite understand what that is as well, because...
Wait, what? Everything seemed fine. Coach Reg, everything seemed fine. I think it's okay. The moon is great. Definitely some people are moon beings, some people are sun beings. I feel like I'm a moon being now. And then during the mornings, I'm a sun being. And then, of course you don't see the sun when it's nighttime like this. What are you trying to say? I don't understand. I feel like everything's fine. And there was a weird like airplane thing on the left that came across the screen, but that wasn't anything weird. That was just an airplane. All right, let's keep it going. I don't know what this one was about, I guess. I probably missed something.
So here they are. The sun is like right on them, so it might be hard for you guys to make out, but I'll get up closer. Gosh, initial look is like, what the heck? So just to the left, the plot thickens. So look up in this shaded spot. I just saw those. I think we got enough time. Let's go look at them real quick. Bit of a conundrum with the time, but I think if I hustle, we can hit both spots. So let's try it real quick. Okay, so here's the approach to the little side ruin off of the main two. So this little window is what caught my attention. It's probably about 12 feet off the ground, just a sheer face, but it kind of continues over there. So let's go see if there's a way up back there. There's a little structure in the back here that's fallen down, but the main thing is just right up this little slab. It's not bad at all. So first thing that really sticks out to me are all these portholes. So quick count gives me 1, 2, 3. I see 10 different portholes, and they all seem like they're facing a different direction so that you can have like an overall.
Whoa, this definitely appears to be an ancient civilization that lived in the mountain areas. Man, they were crafty. Those things look like they thought about, protection. They got the arrow holes and stuff. Are they arrow holes? My anime brain's going to Avatar The Last Airbender, and I'm like, yo, that's the Southern Air Temple. Aang's gonna be there. He's gonna start airbending through those holes to fight off the firebenders that are about to attack. Oh boy. You guys have no idea what I'm saying, but I used to watch this anime called Avatar The Last Airbender, and it was the best. I loved it. I literally couldn't wait till every episode came out. I've seen all of them. I've seen The Legend of Korra. I'm nerding out. We're going to keep it going. Quite interesting ancient relic, though. I am interested in knowing what else was found, and if there were any like ancient tech found, that'd be cool. But yeah, seems like people living in mountains. We've seen this before. Did you forget to Photoshop this one out, NASA? What happened? Definitely looks like a side mirror, like a car or an airplane mirror or UFO side mirror. You don't know. I don't know. I really don't. All right. Yeah, this is intriguing. I wish we had more angles of this. It definitely appears to be a weird shaped rock. And I guess, what is this, on Mars? Yeah, Curiosity rover found this. Okay. Yeah. Well, we know they're always photoshopping and hiding stuff from us. It's the name of the game with NASA. All right, let's keep it going.
Study that was done in the 1960s, and it was commissioned by NASA because they wanted to know how to hire more geniuses. So they hired George Land and his team to go out and figure out what makes a genius. So they started with a group of 5-year-olds, and they gave them a creativity test. The way they defined genius was, how do you use your creative imagination to solve problems? And what they found was, of this group of 5-year-olds, 98% qualified as geniuses. Then they came back 5 years later when this group was 10 years old, and it was down to 30%. 5 years later at 15, it was down to 12%. And then I think they just kind of gave up in disgust. But George Land took it further and went out and surveyed adults and found that only 2% of adults. He attributed this to school, 100% to school, that you would take a population, 98% genius, and dumb them down to 2%. He said uncreative behavior and thinking is learned.
And genius and financial gains is not related. There could be geniuses out there that are homeless. You don't know. Have you seen Breaking Bad? Wait, were they homeless? I don't know. That Jesse Pinkman guy, he always gets to me. I'm like, bro, you'd be on the streets if it wasn't for Heisenberg. Yes, I definitely am sad to know that, hey, they built the system in a way to make us dumb down and to make us sheeple. Yeah, that's exactly what you are if you don't watch these videos continuously, because you need to turn from sheeple to goon. And once you become a goon, everything's easier. Everything's like, ha, Teddy told me about this. The goons already knew this. And yeah, the education system is here to make us into worker bees. They want us to keep working 9 to 5s. They don't want us to do free thinking. They don't want us to be creative. That's exactly why those tests were designed in a way that when they realized, hey, if we do these types of tests or we teach them these types of things, they're getting way too creative, they're getting way too genius, they're getting way too smart. How do we turn the population into sheeple? Don't be a sheeple, turn into a goon. Keep watching Teddy videos. There's definitely a lot of Explore the Weird. I also do crypto. Check me out on crypto as well, the Crypto Future. I live stream Mondays and Thursdays, 8:15 p.m. Eastern on the Crypto Future. Yeah, let's keep it going. I like what this lady has said. She's definitely exposing the truths that we kind of already anticipated.
You see this man right here? They are trying to silence him, but he still keeps speaking the truth.
Listen, everything we think comes into existence. So only think things that you want to come into existence. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So you gotta protect your mind, and you gotta know it takes 3 minutes minimum for your body to produce a hormone. Your thoughts produce chemicals. So you got a built-in CVS, you got a built-in pharmacy inside of your body. Okay? So when you think about something for 3 minutes or more, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. You said it. What's the word? What's the word? What? Dopamine. Dopamine. Your body is gonna produce that naturally. 3 minutes or more. With a thought that can activate that in your body. And then that chemical, that hormone becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So create the world you want to live in, because you're creating the world that you're living in. So create the world that you want to live in, because you're creating the world that you live in.
Bro, I bet that last part went straight over your head. If you don't understand what he said, go back and rewatch it. That is such a manifestational glitch. And if you want one-on-one help on how to manifest and exclusive videos where I literally teach you how to manifest your dream life no matter what it is, then go ahead and click on my profile, click right here. You get supplements every single month and access to exclusive videos. So it's a no-brainer. Check it out and join the community, and I'll see you guys there. Let's get it. Caw-caw!
It sounds like this guy is selling supplements and telling you how to manifest. I mean, like, how hard could it be to learn how to manifest? The people need coaching lessons. But yeah, the speaker was great. I loved everything he said. Hey, put positive intent out there. There is no malicious intent with the Ganja Goons gang. We have a Shivalingam. We have the Indiana Jones rock. It gives us infinite energy. I send that energy to the Ganja Goons gang. I'm hoping that no one is having any negative effects in their life. If they are, guys, do reach out. We'll send positive energy your way with no nefarious intent. And if you feel like something's tough, do exactly what this guy's saying. Hey, start putting the intent that you're going to get past this, that things are going to get easier. It's almost like that so what guy. I don't know if you guys have seen previous videos, but we learned about a guy that was just like, hey, for everything that happens, you need to be the one that's in control. You choose. So take everything with a grain of salt and just say, so what? And go move on to the next thing. So yeah, I love this. Stick with positive energy. Be a good karma being. Don't do anything weird. Don't do any of these weird ritualistic things. Yeah, let's keep it going. I like everything so far, and it's interesting that this guy's selling stuff like learn how to manifest. You would think it's not that hard, but it must be. It must be. All right, let's keep it going. Did I already say that? I think I did.
In Washington, D.C., there are 23 major zodiacs in that city, more than any other city in the world. One other thing you're going to love, I don't think it's not on this map. In the earliest plat of Washington, D.C., all the lots are numbered except one. You get up to 665, and then it jumps to 667, 668. So what's missing? 666, 666. And guess what sits on that lot today? The capital of the United States. Now, it's accepted by historians that the French Revolution was fomented by the Illuminati. George Washington, big Masonic. So they're passing along the ancient mysteries through Freemasonry. By the way, if you think that the Illuminati is just something you can laugh at and just some kind of boogaboo, here's a letter in 1782 from George Washington where he said, "It was not my intention to doubt that the doctrines of the Illuminati had not spread to the United States. On the contrary, no one is more fully satisfied of that fact than I am." These guys knew more about what was going on than we do today with all our modern technology and all our electronic communications.
Yeah, this is definitely super freaky. I had seen the pentagram drawn out before at our United States Capitol, and how they're like, hey, there's occult stuff going on, there's satanic stuff going on. And I've heard about the Freemasons and the rituals that they say they're going to perform when the time is right, and the people that are identified as the people that are going to be the guys that transcend to let the guys that come in. I know this sounds crazy, but this is what Freemasons believe, that when the reset or the awakening happens, there's going to be one set person. They're going to get that set person to something like the Washington Monument or a place to help them transcend to these other beings and let them know what they've learned or something. It's wild. It's wild. There's plenty of other Explore the Weird videos where you can find out. You find out which video I'm talking about. There's a lot. Yeah, I guess I kind of already felt like there was weird stuff going on, so nothing too crazy, but yeah, definitely weird. Let's keep it going.
Regardez bien.
Yeah, HARP is a thing. I had a video just recently talking about HARP and Northern Lights, and then all of a sudden Facebook removed the video, so I couldn't review it. But I am starting to wonder, is this just air pollution as well, or is this true cloud seeding that is happening that they're showing off as something else? Like, what is this factory producing that causes this much smoke? What is this byproduct you're putting into the, oh, Teddy, don't worry, it's just a bale. We're going to cover you up, and then they won't UV effects anymore. I'm like, bro, I need those UV effects. Those could be healing. You don't know. Don't worry, Teddy. Bill Gates gonna protect us all. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's keep it going. It's very scary to know that this continues to happen and we just keep going. But hey, we manifesting our own being, our own state, our own health. So yeah, even though this happens, I believe I am good, and we're going with positive intent. On to the next one.
And look what he had to say in 1996. Imagine.
It's like this. You start by secretly creating a problem in the world and making sure someone else is blamed for it in the public arena, in the public mind. It could be a run on a currency, it could be a government collapse, at its most extreme it could be a war, because the two world wars in this century were funded, all sides were funded by the same people. Provable. The same people that funded the Allies in the Second World War and funded the Soviet Union also funded Hitler. Through loans from America, known as the Young Plan and the Dawes Plan, and also via the German subsidiaries of American multinational companies. Why would they do that? Why would someone want to fund all sides in a war? What is good is a war? Well, first of all, on one level, it makes vast amounts of money if you're lending money to all sides and you're also selling them lots of arms and all that stuff. But the fundamental reason for a war is to change the nature of post-war society. And what we saw in the First World War and the Second World War were massive global examples of problem-reaction-solution. We are looking at a gigantic con-trick before our eyes. We don't live in a democracy in this country or in America or in these other places. We live in a one-party state where the same force from the peak of the pyramid string pulls all sides. The creation of a one-world government to which nation-states would be principalities, administrative units, a world central bank which would administer all financial transactions on the planet, a world currency which wouldn't be coins and notes, it would be merely electronic, cashless society for which there are fundamental implications for freedom, as we'll see as we go along tonight, a world army under centralized control with nation-state armies dismantled under the justification of seeking peace, and a microchipped population linked to a global computer, the latter of which sounds bizarre to many people on first hearing, except that we are ridiculously close to it and the technology already exists. So World Health Organization says there's going to be a measles epidemic next year. Get vaccinated. Get your children vaccinated. You're a bad parent if you don't. Then the same people that organize that then start flogging out the vaccine and make a fortune out of it. So if we take one element of that under problem reaction solution, it's amazing the extent to which we have given our power away, our spiritual power. It's all about taking our power back. Because once we do that, it's all over.
Whoa, this is crazy. And this was in 1996. This guy was theorizing, hey, and actually that theory is probably still happening to this day. Hey, it's the same side funding both sides. It's the same side. This war is just artificial. This war is just to figure out, hey, we create some economic ruckus now. They'll be distracted and they'll get pushed. They'll be able to push the narrative that they want. Hey, why did the 5G towers only come in during the... Never mind. We're gonna take his word and say, yeah, this is exactly what's going on. And he was able to see this in 1996. It's now 2024. Even though we had this information, we continue to look at this information. We're gonna keep making wars happen. And these artificial things are all done by the top elites. The Illuminati, they say. The Illuminati, they're the ones steady. Yeah, potentially funding both sides, giving them both arms. And here we are just going, yeah, you want our side to win. No, I vote that side. It don't matter what side. We're killing our own people. That's a distraction. You stop it. We are trying to continue our species. At some point, if there is, one government, one thing, it's like, what do you mean if at some point? It's already there, he's saying. It's already happening. The Illuminati is the thing. They're pulling the strings. Oh, boy. All right, let's keep it going.
Yo, check it out. Sun, moon. Look. Or is that the moon? We're about to find out. Even with the P1000, you can barely see this thing. And normally, during the day, the moon is not right there. It's like way over here about this time. So I don't know what it's doing.
Yo, what the hell? Was that a moon or was that just like a sliver cloud out in the higher ozone layer or something? I don't know. That was weird. Oh man, could there be a distant moon that he's seeing, or is that a different planet that he's seeing during the... It's like, oh, that's just Venus. I don't know. I'm spiraling again. I'm trying to make this sound rational and reasonable, but nothing seems rational anymore when it comes to this guy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I also need the same answers. I'm gonna start looking up in the sky yet again. People keep like, Teddy, why do you keep going out at night and looking randomly up at the stars? I'm like, dude, the stars don't look the same. They keep like blinking for me and moving around and spiraling. I thought stars were just white dots. What's happening? Is this like the LED lights about to go like turn off or something? I don't understand. Oh boy, you really got to go outside and look at the stars. Something feels off. I swear it wasn't like this when I was little. I only saw them as solid white dots. Now they're all like lights. It feels weird, like a light ready to blink or go out or something. It's like on its last. Never mind. We're gonna keep it going. Yeah, no idea what that was. Definitely piques my interest.
So do you know what Google named their graphic processor? My answer will shock you. Google's graphic processor is called Adreno, and Google's main web browser page is called Chrome. Google Adreno and Google Chrome. And you know what? The worst thing about it is, even with this information, people still choose to be asleep and choose to ignore it. They don't want to know the truth. They're too scared of the truth. But the truth is, these big organizations, these big celebrities, they're evil. Just pure evil.
Yeah, I mean, celebrities and organizations, I guess you club them into the same thing. Hey, there are guys with evil intent out there. We've even seen Kanye West talk about it, so we know. Yeah, it sounds like the graphic processing unit that Google came out with is called Adreno. Chrome has existed for quite some time. You know, Chrome browser, how long, I don't know, but it now, like, there's more downloads of Google Chrome than Microsoft Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge, you know? The funny joke is, hey, I only use the Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer to download Chrome. Who's using Edge and Internet Explorer at this time? Teddy, I don't know what Chrome is. I just use the thing that they give me. I get on the computer and I do the mail. Oh my God, buddies, maybe stick with what you do, because hey, whatever you're doing, you're watching me. So I guess it works for you. Yeah. Sad to know that she's making correlation, and potentially there could be a correlation. I'm really hoping that this organization, Google, is not doing this in order to get their hands on this adrenochrome. But yeah, how does a GPU processor get you to adrenochrome? But yeah, she's making some correlations. Like, can't you see it? The elites are telling you they're doing this. I'm like, but one's a graphic processing unit, the other is a web browser. The web browser needs a GPU in order to. Oh my God! We're gonna do just two more. Oh God!
If you can see that, look at that detail, and it's just remarkable when you start to look at the detail of these buildings. As I go through this book, there's a couple interesting things. Here is one. Look at this picture. These are people on a beach, right? And they have umbrellas, which is just weird. So let me just zoom in real close right there. They're on the beach. And they have umbrellas, and they're also wearing suits, which don't make any sense. And what's interesting about this picture is, in this picture, if you can see all the way back there, see that boat? That huge boat? This is 1893, right? So we're in 1893. You got people on horse and wagon. They got dirt roads. You know, they're supposedly going around on their buggies and, you know, riding around on their buggy, farming and whatever nonsense that we've been told. And then you have ships that look like this. That doesn't seem to really fit the narrative, right? So 1893, right? So you got a battleship, which is just absolutely remarkable. It's actually called Battleship Illinois.
Yo, that is wild. I didn't know that there were boats of that size back in 1893. You know, then again, I've seen the Columbus in Columbus, Ohio. They have a replica of the Santa Maria. Oh God, here comes the history buffs. Teddy, it's this. Yeah, the boats that came over, they have a replica of what Christopher Columbus came over in, and the boats are tiny. I look at them, I'm like, how many people fit in this? What? Where was the food? I'm like, this is the scale? It's just mind-blowing. It's like, it looks tiny, and then this guy's showing me like boats. It's like, hey, they definitely had boats back in the day. Hey, if they made them better, they made them into battleships. You would assume it would get bigger. But how much energy was needed to run those things, and where did that energy come from? What happened to all that? It does make you question how they were able to do it, and now we can't even get to the same levels we had before because they keep resetting us, so we'll never know. We'll never know what actually transpired. All right, we're gonna do one more, just one more, Teddy.
So here we're at the neighbor's house, and he knows nothing about anything, and he's not getting gang stalking. Look at that, the electrical microwave waves, and this shit started like. We get to his house, and he starts getting gang stalking. This shit is real, guys. If you start telling too much truth, they will radiate you. Feeling sleepy when you drive, dizzy, always tired or something, you're always telling the truth, you feel like demons are onto you, that's your proof. We're confirming this right here, right now. Watch out. When you talk too much, AI wants you.
Yo, that is wild. I have experienced gang stalking, not like this. I didn't even know there was a form of gang stalking that means of like sending radiation to you, like the guy is showing with his meter there, or whatever it's measuring. I have experienced gang stalking. Like, I will tell you, Provo, Utah was crazy. When you were in certain areas, you can tell that there were certain individuals that would be pretending like they're on a phone, but you know that on the other side of that screen is a video camera, and they're just watching every movement that you're doing. They're wondering why you're in their area. Hey, why are you on my mountain? This is my mountain. I've been a Mormon for this long, part of the FLDS and LDS, or like, hey, my 9 wives are about to come down and throw you. I'm like, Teddy, what were you doing in Provo? You don't even want to know. But yes, Provo, Utah was wild. Gang stalking was a thing, and they tell you they don't do it, but they are doing it. They're doing it openly. They'll come out. But regardless, for this video, I didn't even know that they try to silence you like that through radiation. Hey, deliberately make the radiation increased if they can pinpoint your digital ID. Right now, your digital ID could be your cell phone. Wherever your cell phone goes, that's where they target the radiation. It can be done. We've seen the antennas everywhere. They're all measuring us, you know. And now we got water towers with antennas next to them, messing with the water. Oh my God, things are happening, buddies. They're just trying to weaken us as a whole. We're gonna do better than them. We're gonna show them the humans are going to survive all this BS they're throwing at us. We are goons. We are protected by infinite energy from the Shivalingam. There is no malicious intent here. Don't let the radiation scare you. There's plenty of ways to continue living and coexisting with these malicious people. We are going to surpass them. We are going to win. We are going to win the simulation. That is the only way. That is the only way. Guys, I love this. I love making ourselves known, making ourselves more aware. Definitely a lot of crazy videos in this For You page, but hopefully I'll see you guys again. Right now, there should be videos showing up. Please click on one of them. The one in the middle is going to let you subscribe immediately. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay strong, and goodbye. Pick one of the videos. Do it.